People are the fucking worst. I've had this experience with human beings where people, when they are, people will. Okay, first of all, the first thing. I've had people who will basically call me out, like in Twitch chats, because they know they're talking to me. They just don't want to admit that they are talking to me. And then they will project their own anxieties directly onto me. And also, people assume that everybody knows everything about everything, instead of the fact that there are some people who just like you'd be surprised at how many people in your friend group and the people that you know nothing about you if you talk a lot, and instead just like nod along because they got nothing better to do, because a lot of people are just waiting for the better thing to do because they got nothing better to do. That guy shouldn't have seen me as I walk right in front of him. Okay, he saw me. Frick. And it's really annoying because people just assume that like having, like, I swear, if people will assume like having boundaries is like a mental health disorder now, or people will be like, are you okay? And it's like, yeah, I just have boundaries and I'm not happy with the way that things are. And then people will be like, oh well, like you have to be happy with the way things are, because if you're not happy with the way things are, and then they just tantrum. And it's like, okay, like, yes, I get that it's not good to not be happy, but a lot of people just aren't happy. And that doesn't mean that they're depressed, they got mental disorders or anything. They're just like not happy. Which is like a very normal fucking thing for people who aren't happy. Right? And it's weird that we like assume that all of these things aren't normal, when it's like the depression anxiety epidemic is extremely fucking like when you look at each individual case, it's like there's very few cases that are abnormal, and for some reason the abnormal cases get treated like the normal ones. Like, for some fucking reason, the abnormal, like, there's so many people will have this thing where it's like, it's overwhelming, it's the entirety of the world's at stake. Hello, random viewer. Like, people will be like, the entirety of the world's at stake because I wasn't able to like get get my McDonald's, or like I only got a 7 out of 10 on the test instead of an 8 out of 10. And it's like, like, life's a long big thing. Like, there's a lot of disappointment, and like treating that type of anxiety as reasonable when it's just like, so what? Like, there's so many things that people will spend so much time on when it's like, so like it seems like a normal response to think that the world's ending, when like literally our world is on fire. Like, our world is literally on fire. It's so weird to me when viewers who will hop in say nothing, and it's like, what are you looking for, you fucking creep? Right? It's like, it's just people like, what are you looking for, you fucking weird creepy Twitch viewer? Right? Like, Twitch viewers who will like hang out in the small streams and won't say anything. It's weird. It's weird to me to have people who are just like, what's going on? Whenever I hop into a stream that's like got one viewer and I'm the only viewer, I always say hello. Because it's like, if somebody was doing like a stand-up bit by themselves on the side of the road, right, I'd be like, hey man, no one's listening to you stand up. Right? Oh fuck, man. Is that really a guard right there? I didn't think about that guard patrolling. I'm just assuming that this route works. I don't think this route works. Because now there's this whole situation here where that guard's gonna pass and he's gonna want to do something. Oh, that's good, yeah. Okay. Because my viewer retention is so bad. My viewer retention is so bad. And yep, this is, and it's a combination of factors, but it's like there's nobody out here who wants to watch somebody actually like I don't know what it is. There's just not a lot of people out here. There's just not a lot of people out here. It's mostly like dog people or like I don't know what she is. But there are a lot of people who are like secretly dogs and they're like totally okay with being a secret dog. And it's like I'm not okay. The idea of dating a furry, I'm starting to realize, is way, 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 way more something that I'm like. Until someone can like legitimately explain it to me, I'm never gonna see it as like a valid form of identity ever. And like that doesn't mean that I can't accept it. Well, no, it's exactly what it means actually. Is like because I don't know how to validate like furry identities, I don't see them as something I can respect or accept whatsoever. And because there's been not a single furry who's even tried to explain their identity in a way that ends up being like valid, I'm like, I literally just don't think I can. Like, just metaphysically. Like, being like, I don't think that it's possible for like ego to find acceptance in things, and people will speak that they can, but they really can't. And then there's this like huge problem, which is like this guy is like, okay, you're gonna go be next to the dead body. Like we're just, and I wish that there was people who were smart enough to understand this stuff, but I'm starting to think that most people who end up getting this smart, they do it in order to like have an ego above other people, and it's like, nah, I think there's really only the one ego above, and it's not any of ours. And you right there, you're gonna need to just come over here. Yeah, this is unfortunate. How many zip ties? I got quite a few zip ties left. What do we got up here? Snooping around. What do we got? What do we got? The fact that it's not showing me anything is kind of a good sign. Um, I'm a fan of risking this drill here because it's not totally a risk if you get it on the right cycle. It's really just a matter of getting lucky, but there's ways of manufacturing luck. Well, maybe not. This will probably be in like a YouTube video or something. I need to be getting footage for stuff, and are we serious that that guy doesn't see the drill even when it's fucking broken right there? Like, that's some wild stuff. The reason I'm not using the key card is because I want to. Oh my god, dude. Talk about getting unlucky. Maybe in order to get lucky, I have to first learn how to get unlucky. Oh, fuck me, dude. This guy is. He's gonna walk right past. Yeah, he's doing his job. Keep on. Let's keep going. Okay. I've been trying to get better at just like relaxing my voice into like a pitch that is like more natural to me. And what I'm finding is that this pitch is quite natural to me. It's not how I want my voice to sound, but I've been realizing I've been straining my voice almost like my whole life because I went through speech therapy, which caused like physical issues, which years later are now starting to like kind of manifest into like real stuff. Because I mean, like, it's just so much stuff, just so much different stuff, right? And I need to talk to a doctor about PTSD, like, really bad, because I'm pretty sure I have like complex PTSD, and then a bunch of different like things that come from that, from me managing that. Um, because it basically had to. And there's just a lot of different things that I'm just like tired of and like no longer willing to like put up with the bullshit, because there's a lot of bullshit that I deal with because of, really, it just comes down to my family. There's a lot of bullshit that I deal with because of my family that I just can't deal with anymore. Like, I just literally cannot do it anymore. And I'm the only one in my whole family who I think sees the problems as they exist. And because of that, when you're the only person who sees the problem, if you try to talk to people, people will just see you as like less than human. Instead of trying to understand your perspective, most people will just see you less as human. I'm starting to realize that that's been going on like my whole life, that pretty much nobody has any respect for me at all, because they've like cherry picked and made this case against me that I am like a specific kind of person who is like basically just people have cherry picked all the worst things about me and are like now convinced that it's like now convinced that I don't know. It's just nobody actually wants to open up their mouth about it because they know they're in the wrong. They know that they're guilty, that they know that they're complicit, and everybody else is trying to come to the words to it, but there really are no words to it because it's just their own bullshit. That until I find someone who wants to find acceptance in the fact that they might, be a part of the fucking problem, instead of like someone who is like a savior in all of this, I'm just never gonna have it work, which is gonna be important because like, oh no 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 no, stop coming this way, dude. You gotta stop coming this way. We're gonna do the loop-de-loop and pull, I guess. um I never thought about doing it this way just because it always seemed like extremely difficult. But I guess we're doing it this way. Hey guys, don't check behind this box. Why are they all up here right now? Like, these guys, like, why are they all if this was a 4-person raid, I would have someone stand like right here, and just to give information to the rest of the people, be like, I count 7 of them, because counting all of these people right here means that there's other parts of the map where there's just no guards. I swear that I saw someone patrolling this area earlier. So, okay, this is unfortunate. I don't know which way this guy likes to walk based off of the flashlight. It's this way, but sometimes they do some trickery. So he's probably going to go out there. He might see that stuff. This might be a run over because of that. Hey, nope, stop looking at me. What are you... I swear, they're looking at stuff that, like... I really want to get both of these at the same time, but it's really not a possible thing. Because there's that one, too. And I really want to go look at the other ones. I could just run this one outside. It'd be worth killing that guy. So there's still a guard down here. Fairly certain. He might be like standing right outside here. No, because I don't think that, I mean, we'll see for a few seconds here. I think it's 5 seconds that I gotta stand still. Okay, so he's not. Where did he go? Strange. Okay. This feels bad. This feels bad. Really, real sneaky with the crowbar. Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking for stuff that's not so heavy. Okay, fill in the bag. Because if I go for this money bag, yeah, dude, just stop looking. Ah. I'm still thinking about that guy that's like tied up in the camera room, where he's probably thinking like, dude, I'm gonna get fired for so many different reasons. Like he's probably thinking like, dude, if all I knew, if I like, and he's thinking about like that like YouTube TikTok show where he's like, break out of any zip tie if you get handcuffed, and he's like, dude, I should have watched that all the way through and like remembered it. Right, there's some things that you can just kind of let pass through as entertainment, but then there's some things that it's like kind of important, and maybe that was the important thing. And he's gonna be looking down at the dead guy and he's like, this guy's starting to smell. Right, it's like it's a whole situation for that dude. Dude, and here's the problem, man. Don't come this way. Okay, we're good. Oh, he almost did it. I swear that there used to be a money bag spawn in this room. So I got the gold, I got the artifact, and I got the money bag out there. What do we got this way? Hello? Okay. Cool. I'm trying to figure out the best way through the yard now, because the yard's like where I'm usually the most comfortable, but when you don't know where some of these guys are, they can kind of sneak up on you with fast movement, which is really, I'm more just talking about myself there. It's like that specific spot I've gotten caught so many times. Yeah, this is lame. So there's 3 in the yard. I got 1 key card. Not 3 in the yard. 3 downstairs. I got 1 key card. Basically, the whole upstairs is like dry now. Okay. Oh, double money bag. Great. Oh, it's so tempting. I'm trying to think about a more efficient way of doing this part, but I've tried different strategies. Because usually the guards don't go into the murky water containers, so I used to try to hide bags in the murky water containers. But that didn't really work. I'm playing pretty aggressively right now. Okay. There's not a lot of crates left out here. It's just that one and the other one. I don't know if the freaking thing got dropped. They dropped the helicopter on me. Okay. Whoa. Oh, don't come all the way around, man. Like, it's one money bag. Like, are you really willing to risk your life for one bag of money? I'll give it to you. I don't like paying that much either. Right, as much as you don't like your boss, I don't like mine. He's giving me all these fucking weird ass missions. You know, it used to be simple, right? There's a fucking bank, go rob it. Right? There's a jewelry store, go rob it. It was simple times back in the day. You know, there was a, you know, and then it got all political, right? There was some election tampering and hiding, and then I don't really know about that one. I try to keep my mouth shut on that one, you know, because I try to vote. I believe in the American system, right? And so there becomes a problem where it's like, ooh, we're trying to get all of our stuff done here, and like this is the line of work that I ended up in. I really want that guy to be where I need him in a few seconds. Because I could just kill him now, but I have a key card, and for some reason... What is going on with that guy over there? For some reason, my pockets are only big enough to hold one key card. Okay, this is a situation where we're going to take the long way around, and I don't think I got everything. But I think this is how I'm doing it. This guy better not be here, you fucking asshole. I'd throw a money bag at you if it meant I didn't get caught. Okay, I got 2 tickets to paradise. Watch out! But yeah, I also have been thinking about talking in a slightly different, more elegant voice. Wait, is this guy not here? No way. This guy's always here. There he is. Bam, 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 wow, whammo, whammo, blammo, boom, boom. There's a chance that the guy on top sees this whole thing and everything goes, but what I've realized is that there's ways of making sure that everything goes well. But then you can also just like kind of risk it, and the risking it is well, when you fail it sucks. But you can't assume that you're gonna fail, right? Like, you gotta assume that you're gonna win. And then you gotta put the work in, right? And you gotta try. Do this one. Cleaning up the map. Cleaning up the map. Boom. 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 It should be good from this point to go over there. Boom. Boom. Okay. I want to be fast with this, but I'm gonna have to kind of go the safe way. Take the painting first, just because it's the lightest, so I can run with it. And like, if I was going for like a speed run, I would have to risk it, but I would rather just time out the cycles on like a piece of paper or something. Yeah, and like these guys have been seeing a bunch of weird stuff. If this is the run that I get it on, I'm gonna be a little bit disappointed. Because it's like you gotta get lucky, but I wasn't expecting to get lucky like that. Like, I wanted to work for it a little bit. Okay. I think I can say with a little bit of confidence that I'm gonna get 12 out of 12 here, which means a couple different things. One, it means I finally did it. And two, I'm still left oh so unsatisfied, oh so dissatisfied. So I think I'm gonna try for the samurai armor, and I have backups. I have a backup so that if the samurai armor, if I end up failing in getting the samurai armor, which I don't actually think is going to be as hard as it used to be, because each individual piece of the samurai armor used to have the weight of an artifact, and either that or I've just got a bunch of advancements. But I'm pretty sure each of the pieces used to have the weight of an artifact, and now they have the weight of like a money bag, which means that you can throw it over the wall, which should mean that I could just walk it straight out and then just be good. I even have a pager left, right? And it says 2 out of 4, right? But like, you can only use 3 because on the 4th pager, they call terminate. At least that's how I remember it being. And if they've changed it, cool, but I ain't really willing to risk it, especially on this raid. Yep. This is 11. I should show people how to do this, like this game. This is a game that I could actually teach people how to do. I'm getting ready to like have to like ECM jam, like just in case somebody like sees me. But I don't know what they would be seeing. Like that dude keeps on seeing something. I don't know what they would be seeing. Oh, heavy artifact. Okay. Probably should have done this one earlier just in case something weird happens. But yeah, this should be the 12th one. So this has taken me about a week from the first time I tried to do this to doing it again. Probably only about like I mean, my guess is less than 5 in-game game time hours. Is probably like my guess. Maybe more than that. It depends on how you chop it up, right? Because I reset a bunch. I only got so many playable. Oh, dude, this is the thing is that I like. The challenge was just to get it done, to get a single Mayhem run done. I think the samurai armor is for me, though. I think the samurai armor is for me, though. So I'm gonna go for it. And if it means that I don't complete, because there's a risk that I don't complete it now, right? Yeah, escape is available. That's right, Bane. That it is. Well, so there's a couple options. I can kill a random guard close to. I'm curious about that safe now. The hidden safe. So I had a couple options. There's the guy. Not that guy. There's the guy wearing red. And the guy wearing red has my extra keycard. Now the issue is that where I stop that guy, will determine whether or not it's even possible to get the armor. Because I think it's 15 seconds from the first insert to the second one. Maybe it's different now. Like they might have changed it, but I'm pretty sure you needed to get it like close together. Okay. And I'm gonna double check here, but I'm fairly certain that I can't. Yeah, because this is a situation where getting outside here from down here would have been nice, but you know, just how it is. There's another money bag. I don't want to risk it all for just another money bag. And I gotta be okay if I fail after this point, because I'm doing this to myself. I gotta start having more self acceptance where I'm like, I can't kick myself. I can't beat myself up if this raid is a failure. I just can't. Because I can go right now. I can leave right now. Right, I don't need to be here. I don't need to walk around this compound like this with this weapon right here. looking for a random ass dude who just happens to be wearing red. I mean, why does it gotta be him, dude? Why has it gotta be him? Because the problem with the guy wearing red is that people like him. He brings in, you know, a lot of good stuff. He's good for the community. Now this is a situation and a half. Because I need you to be closer to where I need you to be. So, and there's another key card here, but that's not my key card. What's unfortunate is you can't spot these guys. The guys, the plain shirted guys. Okay, are you coming this way or are you going back downstairs? And why you gotta go downstairs right there? That's my guy. Ah, fuck you, man. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Fuck this shit, man. I'm out of here. Big loot items. Well, I did it. I did it. I did it. I got 2 skill points off of that. Wild.